What's going on everyone, Tommy from Pizarro's Pieces and welcome to another episode of boot sale finds. So this lot here, I didn't do a video last week, apologies, I've been majorly busy. This lot here on the table currently is what I found last Sunday. So I managed to get to 2 boot sales last Sunday and I went with my mate Vic and I found a few okay bits and pieces as you can see here on the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through these little bits here. I'll clear the table and then show you guys what I found today because I picked up quite a bit today. So we have here what I picked up for £1 last week. He's got a bit of a loose hip, but he's in overall decent condition, could do with a bit of a clean. But we've got an elite version, WWE elite version of The Undertaker. Like I said, I paid £1 for that. We've got a I believe this is about 1992, might be 1993, Sonic the Hedgehog ceramic money bank. They've still got the popper in the bottom as well. I paid £2 for that. Got this for myself, just stumbled across this on the stall randomly, 50p it was. So this is from Godzilla 2014. It's a Godzilla pack of destruction. Obviously it's got no card or anything. But I just want it for the, let me open this, for this, the Godzilla 2014 figure. I don't actually think I have a version of the 2014, the new Godzilla. I don't think I have a version of him in my collection. And the new trailer for Godzilla 2 King of Monsters dropped last night at San Diego Comic Con. It looks absolutely wicked. So moving on. Sticking to the theme of WWE, I picked up this NXT brand new in packet belt. I paid £5 for that, and I also picked up this Amazing Spider-Man sealed polar lights model kit. I do not think it's pre-painted, I'm not entirely sure, but I had a look on eBay. There's a few on there, they sell for sort of 20-25 quid. It's sealed. I paid £7 for that, so happy with that. We have here a Super Mario DS case in pretty good condition, nice and colourful. All the characters on the back there. Paid 50p for that. And we've got a Transformer from the Cyberverse mini toy line. This is Crankcase. I paid £1 for that. I've been trying to research this, I can't really see it, I don't know. Dark of the Moon is from the film Dark of the Moon, but I'm not entirely sure. I know it's only a small toy, but it doesn't seem to be that common over here. And last but not least, I picked up 2 board games. I've got here a My Little Pony one from like 1986, I think it was. A My Little Pony game, a prize winning pony race. Yeah, one for the girls. And then last but not least, I picked up this unopened, it's still got the cellophane on it, 1993, the Dreamstone Dream Chase game. I don't know how many of you watching this would remember the cartoon, the Dreamstone. I briefly remember it, but not vividly. Yeah, the characters look quite strange, green characters and that. But yeah, I picked up them 2 board games. I paid £4 each for them. So overall, I spent about 25 quid on this lot, but some good bits here. Good bits to put out at shows and to move on. So I'm going to clear the table, guys, and then we'll look at what I found this morning. We're back. Sticking with the theme of Sonic, I found this Sonic the Hedgehog Amy plush toy, obviously made by Sega. I paid £1 for this, but sort of done a little look on the internet. There's varying prices from anything from sort of £7 to £15 with tags on this one. So yeah, paid £1 for her. I also picked up this pretty cool World of Warcraft figure. His name is Grohl Beermantle. I wouldn't usually pick something like this up, but I'm guessing some of you guys probably do this when you're at boot sales, is have a quick look on eBay if you see something you're not too sure about. So I looked on eBay, I looked at sold on eBay, and I looked at current, and loose, this guy sort of going for around £20. In this box it's going for between 30 and 40. So I thought, right, let's see how much the guy wanted. The guy wanted a tenner. I said to him, will you take £8? He said, yeah. It's a really big toy. It's got DC on it on the back, DC Unlimited, 2008, so it's 10 years old. Really big old and very weighty toy. Like I said, don't usually go for things like that, but when there's a bit of a sell on price for it, I grabbed it. So I also picked up this. It's in this box, but it's obviously been played with and open, and I've tested it and it does work. This is the Disney exclusive BB-8 droid that makes loads of sounds. He's upside down at the minute, I'll put him back on the floor. But I paid £4 for him. So these were like £30 when they came out a couple of years ago. So yeah, another good item. Picked up some more Transformers. I've got Barricade, Bumblebee and Autobot Jazz. Not sure what line these are, but it's got Legends written on the side. I've looked online, they're only little. They're not anything special, but again, I don't know how much they're worth. I paid £2 for the three. I thought they've got to be probably worth a couple of quid each, if not, you know, maybe 4 or 5 quid each. I'm really not too sure. I see quite a few Funkos there today, but people were asking £6–7. I thought there's no disrespect, but there's nothing in it to buy them at that price. But I picked up a Harley Quinn Suicide Squad one for 4 quid, which I thought was quite good. Obviously super popular. She is still a super popular character. I picked up a bunch of comics. I paid a little bit more than I would have liked, but I have done a bit of research and there was reason to me buying all these comics. The guy just had them all thrown out on the floor. He wanted £1 each, so I picked up a bunch and he said just give me a tenner. One of them is Justice League of America, Road to Rebirth, which I think only came out last year, and it's got like a protective case on it as well. So I've looked online, this goes for about £6–7 quid. It's like a mini graphic novel, so not too bad on that one. Got Batman issue 500, which is like a holographic, probably worth a few quid as well. When I mean a few quid, I mean 3 or 4 quid. Spider-Man 2099 number 25, again probably worth a couple of quid. This one I was a bit more surprised about after looking at sold. 1977 Marvel team up with Spider-Man and Captain Britain, going from anything between £7 and £20, so I was quite pleased with that. Again, not bad, part of this lot. And then I've got a run, and this is the reason why I picked them up, because I don't know which ones I've got. I've got some of the run of Maximum Carnage from 1993. So obviously these were spread across different Spider-Man comics. So you've got Maximum Carnage part 13 and 14 there, which is a great cover. I'm not too sure if I've got that one. I know that one goes for sort of £5–6 on its own. Spider-Man Maximum Carnage part 12 and 14. I think I've got that one. I'm going to have to go looking through my Venom collection. 10 of 14. And if I haven't, I'm going to fill the gaps, because I'm almost certain I've got most of these. 9 of 14 on Maximum Carnage. 5 of 14. And 4 of 14. And obviously these covers have all pretty much got Venom and Carnage on all of them, so it's all good. And then I just picked up 2 random ones, a Web of Spider-Man 91 that was in there, and Amazing Spider-Man Giant Size Annual from 1987 with him, Peter Parker, getting married to Mary Jane. So yeah, £10 for that lot, not bad at all. And picked up a few Star Wars bits. Got a Power of the Force Han Solo doll, I'd like to call it. I guess it's a doll. Box is a bit beaten up, but the figure's never been taken out. I paid a £5 for this. I thought, you know, it's probably got to be worth at least a tenner. I haven't done any sort of research on it at all, to be honest with you. Let's put it in there. I also picked this up, and I do know that this is what these do sell. So this is the Black Series Darth Vader with the blue line. They call it the blue line. I paid a £5 for this, obviously mint unopened again. This guy sort of goes for around 15. pound, 15 to 20 pound. And then I found this. I paid 150 for this. Obviously I've had loads of versions of these, and I don't. I've minimised my collection on the King Kongs, but King Kong with one of the monsters, £1.50 again. They're pretty good sellers. With the monster, I usually go for around 8 to 10 pounds, so it's not too bad. I see someone I know there who had a box of toys that he'd been sitting on waiting for me to see if I wanted any, and I just took the lot off him. So there was quite a few unusual bits and pieces in there. These are probably some of the key bits in there. We've got a mask. I'm not too sure what year this is. There's no markings on it, but this is obviously from the gym. Oh, here we go. What's it say? 1997, The Mask by Toy Island. So I believe you kind of like wind this up. I'll just try and see if I can get this working. And then there's a button on his backside. You should press, and here we go, and he spins. So obviously there's Jim Carrey's The Mask. This was part of the whole package that I bought. We got Archer from the Golden Knights of Small Soldiers, and I believe he still works. Yeah, he's sounding a bit croaky, but probably needs some new batteries. So them two were in that lot. Also, we've got here a Batman of the Future Ballistic Blade Batman figure. Again, this all came in the same lot I got off this one guy. We've got this, which I've found out since is an Action Force. I think it's an Exterminator, I think it was, from 1982, Hasbro. So this was part of it. Yeah, I found out that this goes for sort of 10-15 quid, which is good. And I've got a bunch of other bits and pieces, a bag of figures here, there's all sorts in here. There's a couple of Hasbro wrestlers, Jake the Snake. I've got a Venom here, which I don't think I have that colour. So there was loads of different versions of this Venom that were bought out by Toy Biz. I haven't. So I've got a green, I've got a light green, I've got black, and I've got blue. And this one is black and blue, so that will be going into my collection. Nice little Venom figure. There's a Han Solo here. There's some little Turtles bits. There's some weapons. There's a Power Ranger. There's a Visionary. There's one of Power Rangers with the. Is that a frog? Yeah, the frog on the front, or the Toad. Got a Ghostbuster here. Ray. I don't know which one that is though. There were so many different versions of Ghostbusters. Like I mentioned, I've got Baxter Stockman. Yeah, missing the top of missing his wings. But there's just odds and sods in there. I've got one of the Visionaries. His plate's pretty gone. You can still see it, the fox. So yeah, I picked up all this lot off the same guy. There's a bag of other bits and pieces down here. I'm just gonna try and grab them. I've got a bag of wrestling monsters in my pocket that came with it. There's about 12 in here, different couple of doubles of them. I know they're not worth too much, but there's people that collect them out there. I've got some other Turtles bits and pieces, just vehicles and odds and sods. So yeah, I mean, I paid him 30 quid for that lot. Probably on the higher side of things, because at boot sales, of course, we all want to pay 50p and a pound for everything, but it doesn't always work that way. And I know these three items here will probably bring that money back for me, so it's not too bad. And then I've got the bag of figures. I also surprisingly picked up Wily Cat, and the woman knew who he was because she said to me, "Oh, are you into Thundercats?" So I said, "Yeah." And she only wanted 50p for him. Obviously no bald or anything. He's got a bit of playwear on his nose and chin. And the lady said that her daughter still had a Thundercats collection, and that was one of her doubles. So pretty good find. And then I found these two, and these were £1 each. Original 1993 Jurassic Park figures. We've got Alan Grant and I can't remember the other guy's name, Robert Mundoon or something was it? I can't remember. I paid £1 each for them in really good nick, and both of them come with their backpacks, missing bits and that, but there's always Jurassic Park fans out there trying to complete collections and buy bits and pieces. So yeah, I spent quite a bit today. I mean, a lot of stuff was on the more expensive side. We look at things to £30 and 8, 5, 4, 5, but you ain't always going to be able to go to boot sales and pay 50p for everything or £1 as much as we'd like to. People are getting harder and harder to not deal with so much, but eBay, oh yeah, it goes for this on eBay, it goes for that on eBay. There was one guy there who had the Viewmaster. I don't know, some of you guys who are watching will remember Viewmasters. I have a He-Man one here, but he had the pack of sliders for Michael Jackson's Thriller. So it's probably worth maybe 15 quid, I don't know. I asked him how much, he said he was looking for 15 quid, and I just thought, if you want 15 quid for something like that, really, you're going to be best off looking on eBay. But with everything else, very reasonable prices, like I say, £8, £5. You know, there's to resell. There's a little bit in it for myself. So guys, yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, 2 boot sale videos together. Didn't get to do one last week. The weather's been obviously really hot. It's quite difficult to film up here, to be honest with you. It's quite hot. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you are watching this and you ain't subscribed, please consider to do so. I am on all social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. There's quite a lot going on at the minute, guys. I'm doing sales on Facebook and doing sales on Instagram. I'm not going to be appearing at any shows until Sandown Park, which is September the 15th, so you know, we're talking about a good 7-8 weeks away, is it? And like I say, I've got a lot going on anyway, with toys and without toys, outside of the Pizarro Pieces business. So guys, thanks for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all then.